Hello, this is Terrance here, and we're sorry to report that Canada has taken over Sesame Street. Okay, we've decided to stage a coup on Sesame Street because we're absolutely goddamn frustrated with the absolute ridiculousness of the propaganda that's been coming out of the United States about Sesame Street. It was a wonderful television show that was available in Canada as well, and we've had to boycott it because it's an American product. But anyway. We also noticed the Americans were considering boycotting Sesame Street on the basis that it had anti-American propaganda in it, and it's like Sesame Street had anti-American propaganda in it. Well, it'll have a lot more of it once the Canadians get hold of it. Once the Canadians are running Sesame Street, then you'll see some anti-American propaganda. But for the time being, it's just. How can they even come up with that? I mean, seriously, have you ever watched this episode of Sesame Street where Elmo's sitting there and going, Big Bird's going, Elmo, it's time for you to do some figure painting, and we'll learn your ABCs. Now, do you know your ABCs? And Elmo goes, yes, Big Bird. And what did Elmo just sound like? Fucking Cartman? Yes, Big Bird. Anyway, we don't know why Elmo sounds like Cartman and why suddenly there's an Australian accent, but anyway. I thought these Australians have to cut in with everything. They're bloody red. They're worse than Americans. Anyway. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think Elmo's going to do? Hello, Big Bird. Now, Elmo, how about you do your ABCs? What is your ABCs, Elmo? A is for Antifa. B is for Bolshevik. C is for Chinese Communist Party. D is for Death to All Americans. E is for Evangelicals. F is for Free Trade Embargoes. G is for gold trade stations. H is for Hegelianism. And I is for international espionage. J is for bureaucracy. K is for Krauts. And L is for Leningrad. And M is for Mein Führer. Well done. Well done, Elmo. That was fantastic. Okay, Elmo. Okay, now that you know most of your alphabet, and by the way, that's a fair few letters for you, Elmo. That was more than yesterday. Okay, you've shown that you know your ABCs, don't you? Okay, then. Right, but do you know the difference between capitalism, neoliberalism, communism, and fascism? Big Bear, we don't know them much. We can't spell them yet. Okay then, Elmo. All right then. So, we're going to ask you a question now. You don't want to do your ABCs now and make placards for the rallies, do you? No. What do you want to do? We want to bomb on the Tesla showrooms. Can we pretty please have some potash and some gunpowder to make a Molotov cocktail, Big Bird? Yes, you can. It's time to make Molotov cocktails. Now you turn like this, and you got your little fucking water pestle, and you do that, and you have a bunch of burner in a beaker, and you make sure you keep the mess cooks out. And by the way, that black man that used to work on this show, he won't be working on this show anymore because he turned out to be a mess cook. Okay? Honest to goodness, how can you possibly assume that is what Sesame Street actually looked like? Well, guess what? You stupid fools! That is what it's going to look like once it turns to Canada. You stupid idiots! Because Canadians will produce Sesame Street because it's a valuable children's show for the North Americans, and Canada is still part of North America, even though it was nothing to do with the USA. And that's exactly what it'll say in it. By the way, Elmo is Elon Musk.